Hey guys, welcome back to Assert Learning, and today we're gonna cover another questions for our test playlist for automation tester, and this playlist will help you to crack the interview of automation tester, and you will see the question related with test and the Selenium and Java and Git and all those things. Okay, so let's see which questions we're gonna cover today in this particular part. So how do you fail a method intentionally in a test engine? Okay, so this is very interesting things. How you can fail a method intentionally in a test engine. So couple of questions will be come in your mind, right? Why we need to fail the method, right? Why we need to fail it intentionally? So there are certain of things that you can do when you are developing the automation framework. You need to test few things internally before it's go actually on your actual test case. So for that reason, you need to use these particular techniques to fail a method intentionally in your test case. Okay, and how we can do that? Let's see. So using a test engine, you can intentionally fail a test method using a assert.fail. So this is one of the method in assertion you can use to fail your test cases, and that will come from the assert class. Okay, so assert.fail, assert.pass, assert.script. So those are the different methods that we can see in assert class, and which help you to do certain things in your while you're creating the automation framework. Okay, now as I told you, right, why need to intentionally fail. Okay, so there are the couple of test cases, or sorry, not the test cases, the use cases. The If you want to mark unimplemented test case to remind you that this test case has not done, and you need to remind yourself, okay, I want to intentionally fail it. So I come to know, okay, I have to put the implementation on that test case. So certain things you can mark as a failed, so it will give you the reminder. If you are validating the retry logic, right, as I told you, if you want to validate your retry logic and intentionally you want to test internally before it go to the actual project, then you can use the test failed and see how, if the test case failed, how the retry 1, retry 2, retry 3 is going to be analyzed. Okay, then simulate the failure for the test report verification. Okay, so sometimes you need to also see how your failed test cases will be look like in your report. So at that time you need to fail your test cases and see what information is contained when the test case pass and test case fail. So for that particular reason you will normally fail your test cases. Okay, and sometimes when you are integrating your CI/CD pipeline with Jenkins, okay, and you need to make sure, okay, so let's suppose something failed, how the Jenkins behave, okay, what the Jenkins response to our failed test cases, how it should take the retried things and all those things. For that particular reason you can intentionally fail your test cases. So most of the time you cannot do these things in your actual execution, but this is at the time or during your framework creation you can use this particular assert.fail to intentionally fail your test cases. And what is the syntax? So this is the syntax you can remember, you can see on a screen, right? It says assert.fail, and whatever you want to assert that particular, so this particular test case gonna fail over. Okay, so keep learning guys, and if you have any other questions related with test engine which we have not covered in our playlist, please put in a comment, or you can message me as well. I will create a separate video for that for you. And this is the video why I keep it short and simple, because this is something you should revise before the interview. Okay, so hardly mainly when you are going for an interview, right, you will have a sometimes you will have a limited time, so you cannot see like the 1 or 2 hour videos to understand the concept, but these are the key points, these are the syntax will help you to perform good in your interviews. Okay, thank you and keep watching guys.